More than 27.8 million ethnically diverse people call Nepal their home, a developing country where a number of opportunities still need to be harped upon. Nepal has promulgated the youngest constitution in the world. However, this constitution needs participatory regulation so that it can encompass the entire cultural, ethnic, less fortunate and deprived sector of the nation. To ascertain 100% participation, involvement of people living with disability is a must. The 2006 United Nations Conventions of the Rights of Persons with Disabilities provides the definition that persons with disabilities include those who have long-term physical, mental, intellectual, or sensory impairments which in interaction with various barriers may hinder their full and effective participation in the society on an equal basis with others. As of now, according to the National Federation of the Deaf Nepal, NFDN, 300,000 Nepali citizens are living with hard of hearing conditions. These hearing disabled citizens also need to exercise their rights and have their fair share of say through electoral process to form laws and choose their representatives as determined by United Nations General Assembly Resolution 2178 on 10th December 1948. It states that everyone has the right to take part in the government, has right to equal access to public service, and the will of the people shall be expressed in periodic and genuine elections by universal and equal suffrage. Nepal has also ratified these Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and hence people living with hearing disabled conditions in Nepal also need to exercise their voting rights. The Election Commission Nepal, ECN, established in 1951, is the constitutional body responsible for organizing, conducting free, fair and credible elections in Nepal. United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, has been supporting the government of Nepal for about 5 decades in various sectors through its country program and several projects. After the 2008 Constituent Assembly elections, the Election Commission of Nepal requested the support of UNDP, and since then, Electoral Support Project ESP started operating.
Elections are just one aspect of the electoral process, but a very important one. And we find it extremely important that even people with disabilities are enabled to fulfill their rights as Nepali citizens. This is a human rights issue, it is an inclusion issue, and something that is really underpinning the Agenda 2030 that was approved in New York in September 2015 and endorsed by Nepal. We have 17 sustainable development goals, and in all of them, we need to ensure that people with disabilities are fully included in delivering specific needed assistance to fulfill their needs and their rights.
Electoral Support Project has been supporting the Commission in gender and inclusion as well. In 2010, it supported in gender mapping and, as recommended, felt the need for the specific policy to guide the institution towards making it inclusive. After a series of consultation with stakeholders, the Commission endorsed the Gender and Inclusion Policy in 2013. UNDP, ESP and the Commission started collaborating with National Federation of the Deaf Nepal to work for the hearing disabled citizens to raise awareness on electoral and voter education and increase their meaningful participation in electoral processes.
को विषय चाहिँ अपाङ्गभित्रको एउटा कम्पोनेन्ट रहेको छ र उहाँहरूको पनि निर्वाचनमा सहभागिता र एउटा मतदाताको हिसाबले र निर्वाचनको गतिविधिहरुमा को संलग्न छ अत्यन्त महत्त्वपूर्ण छ। त्यसैले निर्वाचन आयोगले चाहिँ युएनडीपी ईएसपी सँग सहकार्य गरेर विभिन्न ठाउँहरुमा हामीले विभिन्न किसिमको तालिमहरु सञ्चालन गरिरहेका छौं र ती तालिमहरुबाट चाहिँ एक किसिमले उहाँहरूको एउटा प्रशिक्षकको रूपमा नै उहाँहरूको चाहिँ ग्रुपबाट हामीले चाहिँ विकास गरिसकेका छौँ र साथसाथै चाहिँ हामीले उहाँहरूलाई नै फोकस गरेर हाम्रो चाहिँ स्रोत पुस्तिकाहरू विकास गर्ने उहाँहरूको लागि उपयुक्त हुने खालको चाहिँ मेटेरियल्स डेभलप गर्ने जसले गर्दाखेरि भोलि निर्वाचनको विषयमा एउटा सकारात्मक रूपमा उहाँहरूले सहयोग पुर्याउनलाई सहयोग पुग्छ।
For the CA elections 2013, the Commission, with the support from UNDP ESP, prepared special electoral and voter education materials targeting the deaf citizens. The posters, pamphlets, and public service announcements were produced in sign language for the first time to inform and sensitize about their political and voting rights among many hearing disabled citizens. The measure taken by the Commission and UNDP ESP during the CA elections 2013 was highly recognized and appreciated by the disabled community and electoral stakeholders. From then, programs continued for 2014 and 15 to enhance their knowledge on the overall electoral process and as well as political rights. For the first time, using sign language interpreters, Master Training of Trainers (MTOT) was conducted in 2014, and in 15 regional trainings covering 27 districts conducted with more than 100 participants. Special training manual with sign language illustrations have been developed for them. UNDP ESP has supported to prepare Sign Language New Year's calendar and organize International Deaf Day events and programs.
हाम्रो सुन्ने मान्छे चाहिँ अगाडि हुनुहुन्थ्यो, हामी पनि गएर पछाडि पर्यौं धेरै। अब हामी चाहिँ अगाडि आउने सुन्नेसँग एउटा कम्पेयर गर्ने हिसाबले हामी त्यो तुलनात्मक हिसाबले हामी अघि बढिरहेका छौं। चुनाव सम्बन्धी अलिकति ध्यान आकर्षण सबैले चाहिँ बुझाउनलाई चाहिँ हाम्रो यो युएनडीपीले चाहिँ कार्यक्रम हामीलाई सहयोग गर्नु भएको छ। बाहिरबाट पनि मतदाता नामावली, नागरिकता, मतदानको बारेमा चाहिँ हामीले यो
UNDP has already elaborated intricate district-level programs which will be directly implemented under the supervision of the ESP. The Commission envisions reaching out to more than 300,000 hearing disabled citizens by providing electoral and voter education to raise their awareness on the process of polls, political and social significance of elections, and knowledge about participation and subsequent effects in the administrative process.
One of the main areas of support of the UNDP Electoral Support Project in Nepal is to assist the participation and inclusion of people with physical disabilities in all the electoral process of the country, including voter registration, participation in elections, and in all electoral related activities.